It's November 17th now. It's around 3:30. I just wanted to film kind of a general update for all of the fall months and show some clips that I filmed throughout the fall but haven't put in a specific monthly vlog because there just hasn't been time. Throughout the fall, most of the progress has been inside the cabin. I've finished the bedroom, one of the bedrooms, and it feels really nice having that out of the way. But of course in the garden things always change, so things have happened outside too. So let's look closer at some of the things outside. Here are my strawberry plants. So one of the things I did earlier this fall was take all of these, I think they're called runners, and put them in these boxes so that they're allowed to grow roots into here. And then when it seems like they've rooted themselves, I'll cut these and then put these in the greenhouse, which still isn't done, but maybe it will be soon. So then next year there will be more strawberry plants. The right box here is all of the perennial herbs, while the left box is more just storage, sort of things that needed kind of a clean place to grow, I guess kind of a nursery. So there are a lot of wild strawberry plants here, some catnip plants for my catnip farm, which will be coming next year. Some onion type plants and rocket. And this, I guess, is a very hardy lettuce type called lamb's lettuce, and I sowed it in August, I think. And then there's also some fennel. I hope they'll be stronger next year. Then there's this Romanesco broccoli. Didn't get very big, but I'm still really happy that it made a head. And all of these have been really good. They established very nicely. On the front here, I cut down the 2 bushes. I'll be cutting them all the way down to the ground, and then I'll be putting some boxes here for herbs and various flowers. So that'll be a big project next year. One of my takeaways this year is that I need to maybe not scale down, but focus my efforts a bit more. All of these 4 long beds here, well, except actually the no-dig one, but the 3 dug beds got pretty overgrown. You can see this one here, you can almost not see where the border is. Because I just didn't weed them, and they were kind of like, the construction was just that I flipped the grass upside down, so it's not a big surprise, but I need to just spend some more time making them not full of grass. So I've dug through this middle one and put a lot of plant material and compost in it. And the frame also helps a lot, so probably I'll make frames for these 2 other ones. And then this top one will just, that's gonna just go back into the land, because I want to have a path here next to the greenhouse, and then I'll be building kind of a raised thing on the side here, all the way up against the greenhouse. So my thought right now is that probably all of these curved beds that I made up along here, and the teepee construction, and maybe the pumpkin bed will be okay, but at least the things that I've just like dug straight into the lawn, I'm gonna have to just let go of those and focus my efforts on these beds with frames and the boxes up on the front here. Same thing with this here, it's just like kind of merged into the lawn. I'll take care of all the plants and replant them in a more defined space. But and I don't really think of these things as failures. It's just that it takes time to establish nice garden beds, and with the resources I've had, it didn't happen in a year. Of course, also finishing the greenhouse will be a priority. This lower area here, I've also discovered that a lot of the trees that grow down here are this invasive maple tree species that I don't want to have at all on the property here. So for instance, this one here is one of those, so I'll cut that down, and all of the other trees of the same type. So this area will be cleared up a little bit, and then all of the trees that I've just been throwing down here, I will pull all of them over to this kind of fenced off area here, and to make like a big tree compost with whatever isn't big enough to make firewood of. We'll come inside. It's pretty cold inside. So like I said earlier, most of the time I spent here this fall was used fixing the bedroom that's in there, and also kind of exploring the area around the cabin. There's some really nice mushroom areas, so I've picked a lot of mushrooms, and that's been great. The harvest this year hasn't been huge. I got a lot of potatoes from this garden bed here, and also from the bed in the lower part of the garden down there. So potatoes were a big success, but the fava beans that were here were not so, didn't produce very much. I had red onion growing here that also got kind of choked by the grass, and the cabbage here also didn't do very well because it wasn't able to it didn't have enough material on top of the newspaper I put down, so it didn't have enough space for the roots. I got a lot of peas, both actual peas and snap peas, so that was nice. The pumpkin plant, the plant grew quite large, but I didn't really get any pumpkins. I got some small ones, but they came so late in the season, so there wasn't any hope of getting actual pumpkins. Here are my Jerusalem artichokes in the pot here. I haven't taken them out yet because they're actually just gonna stay in this pot over winter. So I'll probably move the pot into the greenhouse, and then just harvest them as soon as the soil thaws in the spring. And I'm not going to eat them, I'm going to use all of them as seed Jerusalem artichokes for the next year. This is dangerous. Oop. I've already been here almost an hour. It looks a lot darker in real life, actually. Looking at the screen, it looks quite light in the sky. Thanks for following along today, and I hope to see you again not too long.